Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Youngmonster3, and yeah, finally I'm back with a new video. I have some upcoming plans for new videos that I'm probably going to make some sort of like a trauma overview collection video that I got inspired to make because of Lola's Basement, because he recently made a video about that. So if you want to see his trauma film collection and his opinion on trauma in general, so you can just swing over to his channel and just have a look at that video. Now, I also think I'm gonna make another review video right after this video probably, but um, this is going to be the top five of the month for the month of May. Um, and yeah, what are we waiting for? Let's begin right away. At number five, we have a horror film which I really enjoyed. I was sort of like ashamed of myself that I hadn't seen it up until recently, because this film has been in my collection for ages, probably like early 2010s or something. And yeah, for some reason I never watched it, but now finally I watched it, and the film is Silent Hill. And yeah, of course it's the first one. I think there's a this is one or two sequels to that. I'm not too sure, but anyway, it's the first one I'm referring to, and I can say right away that this is sort of like, I think this is like based on a video game or something, which I haven't played myself, so I can't say too much how relevant this storyline is in this film if you compare the storyline to the video games. But what I saw in the film was really great and very atmospheric. There's like these really foggy scenes that I really appreciated in the cinematography and all that. Um, Truly amazing and really tense as well. Love the actors, love the storyline and all. Uh, my only One of my only issues with the film in general is the runtime. It runs a little too long because it's almost 2 hours long. And my second thing that I need to mention that I didn't like about the film is some of the CG, which feels like slightly um, they've been slightly they haven't aged well. That's what I wanted to say. So anyway, but yeah, Silent Hill at number five. I gave that 8 out of 10. Then because I heard the new, now it's not news anymore, but I heard the sad thing that Fred Ward passed away not too long ago. So I decided to watch one of his films that I had not seen before. And the film is called Miami Blues from 1990. This one also has Alec Baldwin and Jennifer Jason Leigh in it. And Jennifer Jason Leigh is one of my favorite actresses out there. So and Fred Ward is really amazing in this. It's a very weird mix of genres, really, because it's sort of like a drama, pretty dark drama, creepy type thing, but it also has some of these really funny sequences, like funny scenes, or like funny comedy things in it as well. And you might think like, how can that even work? But in some weird way, this film really manages to capture both the comedy and the drama aspects, or like the sad things about this case, because I think this might have been slightly based on true events, sort of, in a way, slightly. But anyway, Miami Blues, really great. 8 out of 10 as well for that one. And then at number three, we have another horror film on the list, and the film is called The City of the Dead from 1960. And this is with Christopher Lee. It's basically about this young girl that she's really interested in witchcraft and stuff, and she decides to visit this old village, or like this, yeah, small village out in the middle of nowhere, basically. And people warn her to not go there because she's going there to for research, basically, because there's some sort of project she's working on, and she goes there for inspiration. And of course, she gets in trouble right there. I'm not gonna spoil anything if you haven't seen the film, but this is once again one of those films that has a great atmosphere, great cinematography. I love the fog machines that just go so full on this film. Yeah, they really appreciated that, and the acting overall is really great, and music is superb. So yeah, City of the Dead at number three. And at number two, we have another sad story here. Sad story, that sounds weird, but I also heard the passing of Ray Liotta, and this is one of those scenarios as well. I decided to watch a film with him that I haven't seen before. Um, and the film is called No Escape from 1994. I think this is also known as Escape from Absalom or something. Um, and yeah, 1994. And I can say this: if you haven't seen this film, I mean, if you're interested in this film, I can say this: if you're a big fan of Fortress with Christopher Lambert, and if you're a big fan of Mad Max, you will definitely like this film, because I would definitely say this is sort of like a mix between those two films, because Ray Liotta, he's like a criminal, and he gets thrown into prison, and pretty much right off the get-go he gets dumped on this island, where other prisoners live, basically. So it's like these like hooligans in one of these gangs, and then the other ones that wants to live in peace. But the hooligans, or the madmen of the other clan or whatever, they are just after the other clan in general to just fight them off, basically. So he's sort of like torn in between, and he decides to join forces with Lance Henriksen's tribe or clan or whatever you want to say. So really great film. I've always been a big fan of films that takes place out in the middle of nowhere. There's something about nature in general I really appreciate when I watch films. I mean, nowadays people can just do all those type of things like CG. Sure, it might be easier that way, but it doesn't look as entertaining or as tense if you do it in the regular forest or the regular jungle area in general. So, but anyway, No Escape, or Escape from Absalom, from 1994 at number 2. And then I decided to pay a visit to one of my that sounds weird. Decided to pay a visit to one of my favorite directors of all time, Takashi Miike. He never disappoints, it seems like. I mean, I've probably seen one or two films of his that I've been slightly disappointed on, but the rest has been really amazing. But the film is called Crow's Zero from 2007. And I mean, one of the issues of the film, though, is sort of like it's about these high schoolers, and there's different types of gangs, so there's not really any like order or anything. It's just absolute chaos, and it's like fight in the school over like between these different types of teams, basically. So they had to beat up each other and defend their turf and defend their allies, so to say. It's like it could be a little bit weird it could be weird to see who's who from time to time, because there's so many like fight sequences in this, then it's sort of hard to follow sometimes. But I love this soundtrack as well. Characters are really entertaining as well. In the beginning, they tend to seem more like douchebags, but the longer into the film, you care more and more about the different type of characters in the film. Yeah, I think this is also one of those films that are based on a manga or anime. And I've come to the conclusion that I'm a big fan of films that is inspired by those comic books or whatever in general. Not really sure why that's the case, because this is the same issue, but it's the same scenario with the Asumi films. I love the Asumi films, and I had no idea those were also based on like some manga or anime or something. So, but anyway, Crow's Zero. If you're a big fan of Takashi Miike in general, go ahead and check this one out. I loved this film. I also watched the sequel, which I would say is not as good as the first one, but still really good. So if you watch the first one, definitely go ahead and watch the second one as well. So yeah, that's the top 5 of the month for the month of May. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm probably gonna make a Troma film collection overview video in a way, or I'm probably gonna make the other review video before I do the Troma video, because otherwise, I mean, when I do my review videos, I usually do it like, tops one day after I've watched the film, because otherwise I'll just forget and my memory is just the worst, really. So, but anyway, hope you enjoyed, and yeah, keep your eyes open for the next video. See you next time. Bye bye.